Here are Johnson and Willard being introduced in Havana 1 week before the fight. Johnson appears a dapper world traveler compared to farm boy Willard in his Sunday best suit. The timekeeper for the upcoming fight takes a bow. It's none other than Bat Masterson, the fabled Western gunfighter and marshal. As you can see, he must have used a toupee for his TV appearances. The morning of April 5th, Johnson, as usual, enters the ring first. At this time, Jack Johnson had not set foot in the United States in 3 years. Jess appears a fearsome figure dressed all in black. This is the man that an estimated 40 million Americans will be rooting for while getting telegraphed round-by-round accounts of the forthcoming battle. In 1915, the fighters were required to weigh in just before the fight. The scales confirmed the expected 60-pound difference between champion and challenger. Another old-time custom, putting the gloves on in the ring. On Johnson's right is Sam McVeigh, another all-time great Negro heavyweight. The two men shake hands for the cameras, and one of the most controversial encounters in boxing history is about to begin. This is a still photograph of the scene at Havana racetrack as it appeared during the fight. Not until 1967 was the complete version of the actual fight films discovered. As you watch, see if you believe that one of these two men threw the fight. The first round. The fight starts calmly, both men aware that they may have to go 45 rounds in the sweltering tropical sun. Temperature at ringside, 103 degrees and rising. The bout was originally to be held in Mexico City, with Pancho Villa providing the money. Adverse developments in the Mexican Revolution forced the fight to be moved here to Cuba. Now see the fighters photographed by a special close-up camera. This is the first time film was taken from first row ringside. You can see a corner water bucket and a spectator's head in the foreground. Round 10 from a camera facing the grandstand. Johnson is showing the skeptics that he's still the best boxer in the world, scoring in flurries to gain a commanding point lead. But this fight is becoming an endurance contest, with conditioning the decisive factor. Johnson, in his 7th year as champion, second only to Sullivan in longevity, does not have time on his side. The 26th round. Already this is the longest fight ever held in the heavyweight division under Marquis of Queensberry rules. Willard is watching closely, realizing that his chance to reverse the momentum of the fight may come shortly. Suddenly, Jess lashes out with a ponderous right. Johnson goes down. Referee Jack Welch counts, but the champion doesn't move. 8, 9, 10. Jess Willard is the new heavyweight champion of the world, scoring a convincing 26th round knockout. The partisan crowd goes wild. They surround Willard. Now in slow motion, let's rerun this never-before-seen film of the actual knockout punch. Willard feints, then gets in with that explosive right. Johnson, crumpling, tries to pull Jess with him. Willard catches himself on the ropes and steps back. At first, the champion's legs are bent, but then they slip down as the champion passes out cold. Not even a muscle twitches as referee Welch completes the full count. Because of federal laws, no films of this fight were shown in the United States. Only this still photograph was seen by the American public. And ego-stung Johnson, despondent at losing the title he had held for 7 years, used this photo to justify the claim that he had thrown the fight to Jess Willard.